Hello, my people. Good day to you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for tuning in every single day to listen to me on Daily Mind Shift. My name is Michael Ojola for Mindset Transformation Africa, and on today's episode, I want us to talk about being liked and being respected. All right, let me anchor today's episode on this statement. If you want to be liked, say what they want to hear. If you want to be respected, say what needs to be said. If you want to be liked, say what they want to hear. But if you want to be respected, say what needs to be said. That is what I want you to think about. Let that statement sink in for a little bit. Meditate on it for like 10 seconds thereabout. Think about it. Let me ask you this. Which one do you choose more often? Liking or respecting? Approval or authenticity? Comfort or truth? See, we're going to talk about it for a minute, so let's just dive in. There is a temptation out there to be liked. Who doesn't want to be liked? It feels good to be liked, all right? To have people nodding along, smiling and approving of you, it feels good. It's a natural human desire. I'm not saying something is wrong with you if you don't want to be liked. I even will say something is wrong with you if you don't want to be liked. So it is natural. From childhood, we are wired to seek connection and acceptance from people and all that. But here's the catch. Being liked often comes with conditions. To be liked, you have to behave in a certain way, okay? You have to fit the mold. You have to follow on the unspoken rules. And most importantly, you have to say what people want to hear. You don't have to say what needs to be said. You have to say what people want to hear. It might look like this. You agree with a decision at work, even though you know it's not the best choice because you just want to avoid conflict. I don't want them to think my wala is too much. You tell a friend what they want to hear instead of hard truth they need to hear because you don't just want to upset them. You don't want to rock the boat. You like the friendship the way it is. You stay silent when someone crosses a boundary because you're afraid of losing their approval. You don't want to lose them, so you stay silent that, let me just accept this. Do you understand? Even though you don't like it or you don't agree with it. In the short term, this feels easier. No one is upset and you avoid discomfort. But in the long term, there is a cost, all right? A cost to your integrity, a cost to your relationships, a cost to your self-respect. You need to know that there is a power that is associated with being respected. Respect is different from being liked. It is deeper. It is more enduring. It is harder to earn. Respect comes when you stand firm in your truth, even when it is uncomfortable, even when it is unpopular. Being respected means you're willing to say what needs to be said, not just what is easy to hear. It means you prioritize honesty over harmony. You prioritize growth over comfort. You prioritize integrity over approval. And here is what it looks like. You speak up in the meeting to challenge an idea because you know staying silent will be a disservice to the team. You tell a friend the truth about their destructive behavior, even though it risks the friendship, because you care more about their growth than their temporary comfort. You set a boundary with someone who has been taking advantage of you, even if it means they might not like you anymore. This is hard. All right, it is hard. It takes courage, but it is rewarding. Do you understand me? The rewards are worth it. So let me ask you, why do we avoid saying what needs to be said? We need to ask that question. Why do we default to being liked instead of being respected? I think it usually comes down to fear of conflict. Speaking the truth can create tension, and many of us are conflict averse. We don't like to fight. We don't like conflict. So we will rather keep the peace than rock the boat. You understand me? Also, the fear of rejection is there. We worry that if we are honest, people might pull away from us. People might stop liking us. That one also is also there. Then also there is a fear of being misunderstood. See, saying what needs to be said doesn't always come out perfectly. That is human. We are human. We are not always perfect. We fear being misinterpreted. We fear being judged. I believe these fears are so real, but they are not also insurmountable. You can break them. See, there is a cost associated with every decision we make in life. So also there is a cost associated to staying silent. You cannot stay silent and you think everything is okay. There is a cost associated with it. You sacrifice your integrity. If you keep staying silent or saying what people want to hear, you sacrifice your own integrity. Every time you choose comfort over truth, you betray yourself a little. Over time, this erodes your self-respect. You don't like yourself anymore. You don't even respect yourself anymore. So how will people respect you? Also, you stunt your growth. Your own growth, and even the people that you are not telling the truth, you stunt their own growth too. When you withhold the truth, you deny people the opportunity to grow. See, growth often comes from hard conversations. You stunt people's growth if you withhold the truth. You also build shallow relationships. Relationships built on avoidance and half-truths might feel smooth on the surface, but they lack depth. They lack authenticity. That is the definition of the relationship that you will have when you refuse or you choose not to speak the truth, not to say what needs to be said, and you are always saying something that will make you feel liked or make people like you. And also, over time, you accumulate resentment. Avoiding hard truths doesn't make the issue to go away. No, it just buries it. You suppress it over time. And when you suppress things, it festers. It grows underneath. And one day it will explode back to your face. There are ways you can step into the mindset of shifting from being liked to being respected. There is a courage that you need to develop, all right? And how do you do that? I think few strategies will help you. Number one is know your intentions, all right? Know your own intentions. Before you speak, ask yourself, why am I saying this? If your intention is to hurt people, control people, belittle people, hurt them, then you need to take a pause. That is not what we are aiming for here. But if your intention is to help them, to clarify a situation, to protect them, or to guide them, then you are on the right track. Say what needs to be said. Also, lead with empathy. Saying what needs to be said doesn't mean you should be harsh or you should be unkind. Do you understand me? You can be honest and compassionate at the same time. For example, I care about you, which is why I need to tell you something that might be hard to hear, but I need you to hear it nonetheless. That's how you can approach saying what needs to be said. Do you understand me? That is leading with empathy. Also, practice clarity. When you speak the truth, be clear. Be direct. Don't dance around the issue. Don't try to sugarcoat it to the point of confusion. Say it plainly, but say it kindly. Do you understand me? Practice clarity. Accept the discomfort that will come, because hard conversations are not comfortable. That is why we avoid them most of the time. But growth happens in discomfort. So you need to accept discomfort as part of the process. If you don't want to rock the boat, then you won't be able to speak some truths. Also, you detach from the outcome. That is a hard truth that I want you to take away today. Not everyone will appreciate your honesty. Some people might get defensive. Some people might get upset, but it is okay. That is okay. Your job is to speak the truth with integrity, not to control how other people will react. They will react the way they will react. That's their own cup of tea. The moment you are, you know your own intentions, the moment you lead with empathy, the moment you practice clarity, the moment you accept the discomfort that comes along with it, then detach from the outcome. Say the truth calmly and just get out of your own way, all right? So these are the things that I want to, there is a challenge, all right? A mind shift challenge that I want you to take away today. I challenge you to choose respect over being liked in one situation today, just in one situation today. Maybe it's a tough conversation you've been avoiding, or a boundary you need to set, or an idea you need to speak up about. Today, do it. Before you act, though, ask yourself, is this the truth? If yes, do it. Is this necessary? If yes, do it. Is my approach kind? Is it kind for me to set this tone and set this boundary? If yes, then do it. If the answer is yes, say it. All right, even if it is hard, even if it is uncomfortable, at the end of the day, reflect on how it felt. Did it strengthen your relationship? Did it deepen your self-respect? See, life gives us countless opportunities to choose between being liked and being respected. Being liked feels good in the moment, but it is fleeting. But being respected might take longer, and it might come with discomfort, but it is lasting. So choose